So I'm here filming a series of videos on what I call the 1%. This is 1% improvements that you can apply to your game throughout the year, but especially in the winter time when it's a bit miserable, it's a bit cold, and you don't necessarily get the chance to get out there and play. So where does the 1% concept come from? Well, it comes from Dave Brailsford, who was in charge of the British cycling team. And he very famously took on a cycling team who were really, really bad. They were right down at the bottom. They hadn't won anything for years and years, and no one had any respect for them, and they weren't expected to do anything. But Brailsford came in with a very, very different attitude. He said, and he hypothesized, if he could just make tiny improvements, 1% at a time, every single day, every single week, every single year, that those results would compound to excessive amounts of success. Now, these were tiny, tiny little things that you would think were minuscule, not important at all. For example, he took the cleaning of the team vans to a massive excess. I mean, they were clean like they were a hospital surgery room. He did things like insist that the players took their own pillows, so that when they were in a tour bus or they were in a hotel or anywhere, that they had their own pillow so that they would sleep better, so that they would feel better the next day. He would do all of these little tiny, tiny things to ensure that each of his riders in all of the team that came together, those little 1% improvements would aggregate and give exponential results. And what happened was this transformed the team from a really quite poor, mediocre team, suddenly became world leaders. And suddenly all sorts of crazy little things started coming into place, where they would make sure that all of the bikes were cleaned impeccably before they were loaded on. They would make sure that everybody had special nasal sprays to ward off colds. All of these little tiny, almost insignificant things. Now, what I'm trying to do in the game of Petanque, and certainly with this series, and I'm going to be doing loads and loads of different videos on this, these are little tiny 1% improvements that can help your game. It's going to be something that I'm going to record on a regular basis and upload them on a regular basis, but this is the introduction video, because who knows what the hell 1% is in Petanque. Now, this could be as simple as bending your knees just a tiny bit, just a little bit of spring, just to relax your body. It could be wearing a cap when it's sunny. It could be drinking water when it's sunny. These are all little things that I'll introduce you to that have helped my game, helped others' games, and hopefully you'll really enjoy this series.